So I completely forgot to make a video yesterday. So I'm making it now, and then I'm making the one for today later. And we are downstairs, and I'm being stomped on by a little cat, and there's a bigger cat sitting in the window. That's Nico over there, and it's Gecko stomping me flat. But the reason I didn't make one yesterday was actually that I was distracted by the topic I was thinking of making one about. That topic being Ed Wood. We're straying away from genres. In this video, I cannot really say today because today is supposed to be yesterday. But this video, we're straying away from genre for a moment. But in another way, we're really not. We're kind of stepping into a really weird meta genre that means a lot to me on both a viewing level and on a philosophical level. Because if you don't know who Ed Wood is, you really should. He has been awarded. Oh, and there's Dominic. He's been awarded I think it's a golden turkey for being the worst movie director in the history of movies. And I'm not really going to defend him against that title because he made a lot of movies that were absolutely deplorable, absolutely horrible. They were very low quality. This was back in the early 50s, I think. Um, but he wanted to make movies and he didn't have the resources and he really didn't have that special talent that would give him a breakthrough. But he really wanted to make movies. Very relevant of me to talk about really wanting to make videos. But he wanted to make movies. And so he did. With any resources he could get his hands on, with any kind of financiers he could get his hands on, with any kind of actors that he could get his hands on, which meant that he made movies in a few days or weeks sometimes, using very little money and very I cannot bring myself to say poor actors, but actors that were basically pulled off the street very often, with the exception of a few stars that he could get easily. One of the most famous one of them being Bela Lugosi, a classic horror actor who actually died during the filming of the movie that was to become perhaps Ed Wood's magnum opus, the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space, which has been given a golden turkey for being the worst movie of all time. So Ed Wood has the honor of having two golden turkeys, and right now I'm being stomped on by someone blocking the phone. I hope that I can still be heard. I'm getting a whole set of furry ass in the face right now. But the reason I want to talk about Ed Wood is because he basically inspired my model of creative working, by being the epitome of the first part of it. You have to make something. So just start making something bad and then make it better. He just didn't go that deep into the making it better part. But even though he is mocked ferociously by a lot of people, he made movies. Try and have a look around Hollywood and find how many people can actually say that. People go around waiting for something to happen, waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting to have all the pieces for the puzzle in order to do something, and they make excuses for it, and they spend time on nothing. I do that. I'm really, really bad at it. Call it procrastination, call it hesitation, call it what you want. Ed made movies. He wanted to make movies, so he made movies. And in a weird way, although his life sadly didn't turn out all that well because he never had the success he wanted, and sadly he turned to alcohol and died at a young age. But in spite of all that, he is now more famous than most indie directors that I've heard of. He made movies. And the point of the process that I'm working on is to make movies, yes, but also books, and get the damn website working, is try making some games. And I have to find my inner Ed Wood to really just get going with it because I've been hesitating and procrastinating for way too long, too. This great reset that I've been going through has hopefully kicked something into gear in me so I can start actually doing something. It was always the purpose, but it's kind of just slipped under the rug when I wanted to. Oh, I have to wait. I have to make this better. I have to know what I'm doing more. I have to not talk about this. Oh, this is horrible. I cannot show this to anyone. No, I have to get things out there. I have to make things and I have to get things out there. Just like these videos. I don't want to make these videos. These videos are crap. I don't want to make crap. But I need to make something and I need to get it out there. And I just have to do what Ed didn't and make it better along the way. These are the drafts. And kind of in Ed Wood's honor, I am considering doing a test of an animation system that I'm working on by doing a remake of his movie Plan 9 from Outer Space. It does have something to do with the simplicity of the movie and with the lack of anything extravagant in it, yes, but I do also want to make it because I think it's a cool fact that the guy made movies. Movies, plural. He made a lot of movies. And we should look up to people like Ed Wood who don't just talk about their dreams, but chase them and actually complete them in the sense that he did make movies. And a lot of us will never do the things we want to do because we're waiting for that perfect moment that never comes. Ed did not wait. We need more Ed Woods in the world.